Hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Bookish Belle, and I'm so excited today because we've recently moved to a new area, which means new library. And so I had my first ever library haul from my new library, and guys, it was great. It was, the vibes immaculate, the selection strong, the range, she's giving it, darling. She's giving it, darling. So let's get into it. So have a 9-book haul for you today, which I've split into sections. So section 1, this is authors I've actually read before. This is the only book which is by an author I've read before. And it's actually in a series. So this is This Wicked Fate by Kalynn Bayron. And this is the sequel to This Poison Heart, which I read last year. It was one of my favorite books of last year. It was amazing. It's a YA fantasy duology about this girl. I'm going to put this down. About this girl who has a real way with plants, and specifically she's got a fascination with poisonous and toxic plants. And I cannot tell you anything really about this book because this is the sequel and a lot happens in the first book, but it's pacey. It's really great characterization. The main character, oh my god, I love her to pieces, and she's smart. She's she has ambitions for her family. She also has 2 mums, which is really cute, and she is actually adopted, and that is kind of part of the. So she was adopted when she was, I think, around 2 years old, and then the book kind of comes in. The first book starts with her, somebody from her birth family kind of trying to get in contact with her and tell her that there's basically this big old house somewhere upstate and they want to give it to her. And so there's all sorts of things happen, but it's a really, really fantastic fantasy. And I'm so excited to read the second one. Like, I cannot wait, but I'm also scared. Guys, I'm really scared, okay? The stakes are high. So yeah, number 1, This Wicked Fate, Kalynn Bayron, cannot wait. Was very excited to see it. So the next section is somebody influenced me to pick these up. So firstly we have, someone or something, I guess, because the first 2 are kind of similar. So first we have The Siege of Burning Grass by Premee Mohamed, and this I picked up because one of my best friends loves Premee Mohamed's writing, especially her novellas, and I've not read anything by her. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, that could be good. And you know, Premee Mohamed has kind of won awards and stuff. So I know of her and I've seen her work before, but I've never actually read it. So I thought this was a great opportunity to give her a go. And then quite similarly, The Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge. So this author I first heard about when I was still a reading and voting member of the Hugos, which I've done in past years. I've not decided whether I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to kind of see when the shortlist is announced if it's any good. We've had some not strong years. So, but yeah, when I was still reading and voting member of the Hugos, then Frances Hardinge Unraveler was nominated, and so that's where I kind of first knew of her. And then so they actually did have Unraveler, which I've not read, but this one, The Lie Tree, it was the winner of the Costa Book Award, and it's an earlier work, and I just thought it might be good to read kind of one of her earlier books that's been very kind of well recognized. And I picked up partly because I just read a dark fairy tale and I really enjoyed it, so I thought maybe that's actually kind of the mood I'm in and I could just go with another one. And this one, see, it sounds like it's kind of, it feels like it's a little bit more off the beaten track than Unraveler, which is why I chose it, so we shall see. And then the third one that I was kind of influenced to pick up is There Should Have Been 8 by Nalini Singh. So this, it's maybe too strong to say that I was influenced to pick up this book, but I was influenced to try this author by Mara from Books Like Woe, who I love and who I have watched her content for a long time, and she loves Nalini Singh. I don't know if she loves this thriller by her. I cannot remember, and I didn't check because I was like, I might get kind of spoiled by it. But so Nalini Singh has written a lot of books. This is a thriller. It looks like it's going to be a closed circle mystery, secrets from the past. And I do love like a good kind of crime, and so I just thought, you know what, why not just try it? Especially because I felt like this book kind of stood out a little bit from the kind of crime section. It was doing something a little bit different, or maybe it's just that the cover was doing something different. There's a lot of very samey, like grey house, grey landscape, grey beach, you know, it's very like dark and kind of all just the same, and you have like a series of like 12 books and they all have that exact same kind of vibe. So even just the fact that this has like a blue spine and like it has a different cover, I was like, oh, it caught my eye. So yeah, we shall see. And then the next ones I picked up kind of combination of like the covers of all of these next ones are really strong, so there's kind of that definitely played a role, and then that made me pick them up, and then once I picked them up, something else kind of drew me in. So that's this category. So first we have In the Shadow of the Fall by Tobi Ogundiran, who I don't know. They don't ring a bell for me. Let me see. Okay, Jackal, a collection, yeah. So I don't read that many short story collections, which it looks like the main thing that they've written before this was a short story collection, which is probably why I don't really recognize their name. But I will say P. Jelly Clark recommends it. I'm gonna trust P. Jelly Clark. So, and look at this cover. I don't know, I'll put up a picture because I think this is probably not gonna be good, but like the cover is stunning. So and it's a novella. Love a little novella. And I just love that like novellas are being published. I think that's really good. It's something I want to kind of support. And so excitingly, my new library, one of its other amazing aspects, they stamp the books. So you can see I'm the first person to take out this book, which I'm not surprised. It looks brand new and it has this lovely shiny jacket. But is that not so fun that you can go and you can be like, also sometimes I'm there like, oh, is this book being neglected? I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you home with me. And so yeah, I get to be the first one to read this copy, which is so fun. Next we have Blood to Poison by Mary Watson. And this I know literally nothing about. Its cover's beautiful. Again, it has this kind of, the longer I look at it, the more I love it and the more kind of intrigued I am by it. But basically this is set in Cape Town and it's about a teenage girl whose family is cursed, where that one girl in every generation of their family dies young. And before they die, they become these women become increasingly angry, and it's happening to our main character, Savannah. She's becoming more and more angry, and she knows the clock is ticking down on her, basically. And it's kind of just sounds really interesting, an exploration of kind of female rage, as they've said somewhere. I don't know where I saw that. I thought it said so. But yeah, somewhere it said it's kind of like, you know, kind of partly an exploration of female rage, but also sounds like it's going to be kind of a coming of age story. Is she going to kind of try and take control of her own life? And also just sounds like it has very interesting, it mentions the Veil Witches, so it just sounds like there's going to be also really interesting like world building and fantasy, which I'm really excited to read. So yeah, sounds really interesting. And then the last one like that is Cross My Heart and Never Lie. Very different. This is a graphic novel, and it just looks so cute. Like the second I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it just like melts my heart. So I thought that was really cute. It's also translated. I think it was originally written in Norwegian. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's Norwegian. Yes, it was first published in Norwegian in 2020. So I like, and it's by, I think it's by a woman. So I like to support women in translation. That's something that, you know, we need more of in the world. And I love graphic novels, and just also just the coloring of this, because like just look at the colors, they just pop, and they just are immediately just kind of like just really bring me in. So that kind of just drew me in straight away and just makes me feel like, oh, look at this. So yeah, I just think this is going to be like, oh yeah, on the front cover it says reading this was like a warm hug, and to be honest, that's what I'm anticipating. I think I'm gonna love it. And then the final category is Chaos Reigns. So these just no logic, just vibes. Number one, we have Wing Jones. Now I have critiques of this cover if anyone would like to look, which is that I did not, this is like, so the title's been written with these kind of shoelaces. I could not read what it was. And then on the side, you might think, oh, we'll just go look at the spine. The spine is the same. I was like, Daisy using, you know, I was struggling here, people. So I don't know if that's been entirely successful, but maybe that's just me. Comment below if you disagree. But anyway, Wing Jones, this is a YA contemporary. It's my only, a couple of these fantasy are YA, but this is the only YA contemporary. And I'll just read the back because I really know nothing about this. With a grandmother from China and another from Ghana, 15-year-old Wing Jones is often caught between worlds. When tragedy strikes, she discovers an extraordinary talent she never knew she had. Wing's running could bring her family everything it needs. It could also keep Wing from the one thing she truly wants. So I think it's going to be contemporary. I think it's going to be coming of age. It's going to have kind of a sporting theme, which I do really enjoy. If anybody's read the middle grade series, that's like Ghost, Patty, Lou, I forget the other one, but anyway, it's like a middle grade series, and Ghost is the first one, and it's like about kind of an athletics club in a way. And so I think this maybe is going to feel a little bit like a YA similar, like using sport and running as a way to sort of, characters are using them as a way to like explore new things, but also potentially hide from their problems. And and I'm kind of currently trying to like do work out more often and stuff, so I'm like, maybe this will motivate me, maybe it will not, who knows, maybe it'll be like, running's terrible, I'll never run again. That's okay, I don't run. So it's not a risk, so we'll see, who knows. I just also, the edges, beautiful. It's giving bi flag, like this, it's all giving bi flag, and we love to see that. Last one literally was at the checkout waiting for a librarian to become free, and they had a table for neurodiversity month, and yeah, I just picked this up randomly from there, which is Maria and Me, A Father, a Daughter and Autism by Maria Gallardo and Miguel Gallardo. And this is another graphic novel, a very different style. It's kind of like sort of sketchbook style, more sort of, but it has kind of like comic strips. It looks like it's got kind of a little bit of a mix going on, and I think it'll just be, I just think it'll be interesting to see kind of a different, you know, maybe just hopefully, like, I think it'll probably be kind of like a funny, like light-hearted, but also hopefully sweet kind of story of this relationship between a dad and his daughter who has autism, and also just like an interesting exploration of their relationship and autism in that, and this individual, autistic individuals kind of growing up. So that's what I think it might hold, but truly have no idea. We shall find out. If I read it, I'll find out. So that's the stack. Oh, look how beautiful. I'm going to put them behind me for my next video. So I'm super excited to read all of these books. Please do comment below which ones you're most excited to, whether you're interested in picking any of them up, or if you'd like me to read any of them so I can tell you about them. Let me know down below. Otherwise, like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you soon. Bye.